You see, every website has a gate. You need to get a key to be able to get into the building. And that's where signing up pages come in. So you need to sign in, they give you a key, and then you can come in. Otherwise, you can just pass by the house and say, "Oh, what a lovely house." So, in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create a gate system where people can come into your website and go out free. So we'll give them a key. They give us some information about themselves for us to know that they're good people, and then we'll give them a key to the house. All right, let's start and head on to our code base. Mm, Your project. This is a Next.js project, and we have our boilerplates all set up. Our public folder that holds all of our assets. You know, and then our components where we build several components that we're going to use. Very important. And so our sign up and login are going to be a component. So we're going to build it as a component, then we integrate it to the design. So over here we are going to build a component here. I'm going to call it sign up. Do we have something like sign up here? Sign up card, and that's supposed to be a component. Now in the component we're going to still create the same sign up card, where that's the first gateway. So we're going to name it, or what am I doing? So let me rename it. We're going to name it sign up card .tsx because we're working with TypeScript. And the first thing we do is our usual RAF, that will go from React so that it can give us the main boilerplate as the sign up card. And remember, we can infuse this anywhere. So in our sign up card, I actually want it to be a new page. Something like this is what we're going to be creating for the email. Uh, what it's not going to contain this, but let's see how it goes. So okay, we need two divs. Let's go on to the sign up page. It's the sign up card. So in the sign up card, let me just take this out, and our usual close fragment, right? And first of all, I want a container div that's going to contain every single thing, you know, that's all spread out. And because what I have here is split into two, one here, one here. I'm going to be creating two divs too. So this is div one, right? And after that, sorry, and then after that we have div 2. Good. So these two divs mean these two, one is white, one is gray. We can see that. So if I come over here and I'm supposed to like create a class name for it, I'll just say bg should be white, because that's how this looks, white on the left. And then this other one is going to be bg gray. So class, and that's bg gray. I think, is that how they spell gray? But let's just keep it at 300. I think this should go. Now it's not going to show. No, it's not. Let me see if it's going. It's not going to show because we've not ascribed the height and width to them, so they are not going to like produce anything until give it height and width. So I can even give the outer layer height and width. So let's give a class name. Let's give the width to be full. Let's give the height to be full also. So um, let's see how that looks. Is it still going to come on in? No, it's not going to come on in because we've not actually put in anything yet. So we're going to create what we want to create. For this one, the height can be full. The height can be full, but we want the width to be I want the width to be, let's say, I'm playing with this now. Let's say 15 rem, and let's see how it looks. So come over here. Does that make sense? Is it giving us what we want to? Not yet. Okay, let's specify this. So this is the height being full and the width being, you know, um, this. So I'm going to turn it the same thing here. The height is full and the width is going to be this. I think they're almost the same thing. Then the next thing we're going to be doing, are you sure this my about is working? Nice. Let me go back to check my page. My sign up card seems okay. Let's write something to be sure that is working all fine. Let me come in here and say hello, and let's go check if the hello can be displayed. Is the hello display? Okay, so that means we know what we're doing. You can see that this is white, and we can see that this is gray, right? So um okay, so that's it. Basically, if I don't want this to be height, I can specify my own height, right? So that I can get control of everything. So I can call it 100 viewed heights. Let's look at it again. Anything nice? Good. So I've pushed it down because I gave it 100. It's even too much. I would have given it 90 because this is also taking up a part. So let me just give it like 90, right? So good. We are pretty okay. So you can see the white and the gray background because that's what we specify. Now for them, both of them to be equal, of course, we have to give it a flex. So you have to indicate that the main parent container is going to take on the flex, right? And while this container is when you say flex, let's see how it looks like. Still the same thing, but now we have to specify where do you want to flex. So flex one just says, hey, let's just take up equal parts. Let this be the major focus. Then if I put flex one here too, the same thing, it becomes like equal, and then that's where we'll have the equal parts. Good, so we are good to go. So if you're looking at what we are working with, just something simple, we write a header. After the header, we'll just put something in between to, and then probably like a logo, a logo, which is okay. We can get the logo over once and then we'll fix it there just so that everything looks nice. So we'll come to the logo part later. Let's start with this, just something, an introduction. So over here, I would like to write it with span. So over here we have a div that's going to hold both of them. So in the div we have two spans. So asterisk, where's the asterisk? Asterisk 2. We have two spans. And let's bring this span down, and I still don't trust it, so let's put a break so that it goes to the next line. So the first line just go to experience the best. Experience the best of worlds, the best of both worlds. Okay, that's what I just feel like I should put in there, just like a header, because I'm looking at this right here. So no credit card issue, no sign up today for free. So I can put something like that. So I can say sign up today for free. So if you can see the structure of what I'm working on. You can tell that this is the first div, the main div, which holds the container. Then after that, you can also tell that I have one div here and a second div here, because both of them is what I'm using to like flex, put side by side. The next, whatever I'm putting in here is within this first set of this divs, and then whatever I'm putting in here so it's all structured in such a way that another developer looks at your work, it's super easy for them to understand what is going on there. So there you have it. Let's go check if it's all there. Yes, experience the best of both worlds. Sign up today for free. Good. So we can now begin to proceed to styling it. You can see this is all black, so put text black. Then give it a little bit stuff. So let's go there. We are what's it called? Let me put it here. I'm going to style it with the div closest to it. So the same class name. I'm going to say the text should be black. No, because the black is for the other one. But then again, let's just style them individually. This would be class name. I want this text to be black, and then after that, I want the font to be bold. I think a little more bold, but let's use bold. And then our text should be like I don't know. I'm thinking 1.5 rem. That's how much I want how big I want it to look like. So let's go check it out. Does it look big enough? I don't know. So maybe I should just put this here so that we can see everything we're working on from here and then hide this sidebar. Okay, so let's bring everything on so we can see from, and let's drop this. I'm running it south. Okay, so what we have to do is go to the container that has the sizes. So this is where we want to be able to flex the item. So use flex to flex it, you know, and then it won't show. Let me see. Use flex to flex it. Then after that, item center to place it at the center of the screen. And then after that, let's justify center to also move it towards the middle. So you can see how exactly we fix this. We're done with this. Let's look at what we're working with. So something like this, all good, all good. Even though this, I don't think the bold also looks nice, but let's leave it like that. So the next thing is let's even build a card and see how it looks like. So the same thing we did here is what we're going to be doing here. So let me move this one here, so I'll be able to see the card when we build it. So let's go for the card. For the card, that's our second div, right? So this is the first div. This is the second, the div holding this, and then we have the second div. So in this second div is where we want to create, put our, this one that holds the gray is where we want to put our container. So this div holds the container, right? That's going to hold all the inputs. So we are going to give this container a size, right? So a class name of this, a width of, okay, now this is where I use my let's just use 10 rem by 10 rem, and then we'll just scale it up. So 10 rem, and let's give it a background of white, right? So that's bg white. Okay, is my 10 rem closing? Yes, closed now. So we're done with that. Is it showing up? We have the box here, so but we need to place it at the middle here. So if we come over here, we give it a flex, to make it flex a bit. Then we try to put the item on the center. The item on the center, it comes to the center. Then we try to justify its center, and then this just goes to the middle. So we're good. We are looking at this, and we're getting there gradually, right? Okay, so we just need to increase the width, the height, just so that it can pop. So let's try to do that. I'm going to bring this my guy here while we work on it. I'm just going to increase it a bit. So instead of this, let's say 15, a width of 15. How does it look like? 15 rem, that's all you have. Really? Okay, let's go 15 rem is the width. Okay, let's go for 25. 25 rems. Okay, I think that seems okay. And let's go for that's for the width. For the height, let's go for 20 rem. Let's see how that goes. So we are, getting something out of it now, making it look a bit like this. Not quite, but a bit like this. And we're getting there. So let's make it a little bit longer and a little bit thinner. Good. So for us to make it thinner, let's make it 15 rem. No, thinner should be 20 rem, sorry. Why the height should at least be 25 rem. So let's see how that works out. Good, 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 good. I think this is pretty nice. So there we have it. Okay, so there we have it. We have our template there. We can also put, where's the white? We can also put rounded, so that the edges are a little bit rounded. Is it showing now? So let's even make it like XL or medium, but XL should be fine so that it can show a bit. That is it. That's for the rounded. What else do we need to do? Let's look at what we're working with. So something like this. Now we can now start putting the inputs. We have what are you signing up with? The first name, the last name, your email, and then your password. Those are the few ones we're using, right? So that's what I'm going to do right now. Just something very simple. So in this box, I will put in everything, together. So let's just say input. How many inputs do we have on a tag? We need input and a tag, which like label. So we have input. And we're going to copy this a couple of times so that we can repeat it again. Okay. So a label, or should I just say span? Let's deal with span. Good. That's where we're just putting our title. So, for example, you want them to say name. You want the first name. Let me put it. First name. Good. So is it showing yet? Oh, okay. So that's the first name. You can see the input right there. And this has to be a flex and then flex call. You know what I mean? So flex to make it responsive and then flex call to make it, you know, on the column angle. So they are one on top of each other. So, but why is my input black though? Why? Why? Let's put a little padding around them. So we can say our padding should be on 4 so that everything just comes a little. Okay, that's fine. Let's round the edges of the input a bit. So meaning my input is still going to have like a class name, and I can make it rounded the same way but rounded Excel so that it takes almost the same shape as the outer box. Good, I like that. But let's put a little padding around it. Let the padding be 3 to create a little bit space. But why is it black though? Why is it black though? I don't know why it's black. Let me change the background to be a little bit grayish. So gray, and let's settle for just something slight, 400. That's fine. Here we go. Okay, that's pretty much. I think the pattern is okay. Let's do rounded full, so that I want it to just be like this. Good. I like this. Looks nice in my eyes. But of course, the first name. So this is pretty much good. We just have to copy it a couple of times, so that's what I'll be doing. So I'll copy this and then paste. That's 2. You see the second one there, right there. Show up good. And then 3. So one is for the first name, one's for the last name, the other is for email, then the other is for password, and then confirm password. That's like five of them. So here, so first name, last name, email, password, and confirm password. Good. So I'm just going to be changing the spans to reflect what we just said. So this is the first name, then this goes to the last name, then we change this to the email, and then this to the password, and then this to the this to confirm password. Okay, so there we have it. We have just made a couple of changes. I think the padding is a little bit too small, so we may need to even push it out a little bit. So let's look for that padding. Where's the padding on top of this, which is P4? So let's give it like P6. Give it a little space to breathe. Okay, this looks more like it. Then we need a button actually. So after this, we just create like a button, and the button just says sign in or sign up or log in or register now, something like that. So I'm just going to put register now. Just something that looks bold. Register. What am I spelling? Okay, so that's how the button is going to look like, but it's not looking exactly the way we want it to be. So let's style the button a little bit. So going on to style the button, we have class name. Let's give the background a blue color. Yeah, so BG blue, and let's go for like 950, almost at the edge. Let's give it also rounded full. You know how the rest are. So rounded full. Then Um, what else? What else? Well, the same padding. Let's give it a padding of three. Was it the three padding we used? Used two or three, but we should know good. That's three. So now you can see the problem is we have so many context, but this is not growing. The white background is not growing because we actually specified the height of the white background. So let's go over here, look for that white background. It's easy for you to see the white background here, white because the rest are gray. So on the white background, we gave the height a particular number. So um, instead of giving the height, you can take off the height. Let me take this off so that it can grow by itself. So if you take off the height, it will, accept everything in between. All right. So there we have it. This is our sign up page. It looks crazy. We're going to fix it very soon. So I think the width also needs a little bit. We need a little bit space for the width. So let's go around the width and give it a 23 kind of RM so that it comes up a little. Mm. Padding. I'm having issues with the padding. So for the padding, let's go for 8. I want a little space from the edge. Come on. Let's go. And then this gray is too much. Let's make it slight. So I'm going to make it 200. Let it not be too obvious. Let's see how that looks like from the first one here. Okay. So, good, 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 good. That's what I want. So I'm changing everything to 200. So this is 200, this is 200, and this is 200. Good, good, good. So, and then this is 200 too. So that's nice. Okay, now everything is all okay. So now let me give them a little space, everything here, because they are flexed. So I can give it a little space by using the gap property. So gap, let me just say gap 2. Let's see what that gap 2 gives us. Is that okay? I think that is okay. But this button will need a little space for the button. So let's come up to the button. Let's just say margin top. Let's give margin top like 3 so that I can push the top a little bit more. Let's go. Good. I think that's good. Why is it looking so much? It's looking so much. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, you can put in your first name, can put in your last name, can put in your email, can put in the password, and you can put in this. I think we're done with this basically. Let's look at. So you can see, so something like this. Let's don't change this to white instead of gray. So for the button, we can say text white. What am I doing? Text white. So we can see it clearly. Come on now. Good. I think this looks perfect right now. So, okay, so I need that sign off right here. So let's just go to place it. But I think these things are really, really still too big. I think, what padding do we have? Padding 3? What if we made it padding 2? How small will it look? Um, Let me see. Okay, I think I'll go with that. So let's make all paddings 2. So I'm going to hold my alt, and then give multiple, uh, and then I want to change them at the same time to 2. So let's see how that works. Okay, so we have a little space. So let's just indicate, um, put something on top to just show that it's a sign up. So the first thing I want to post, that's span. Mm, should I use span? Let me use span. So that span, I'm just going to say sign up. Good. So in this span, I'm going to give it its own style, and I want it to show at the middle. So let's just say text center, right? And then I want it at the middle there. Then I need to give it a color. So let's just say text blue, and then we're choosing that 950 we used the other time to make it really deep. Is that okay? Okay, let's make the text bold, font bold rather. I keep mixing those two up. So font bold to make it look a little bit alive. I didn't think. Okay, let's make the text Excel. Let's see how the text looks. Is that Excel? Good, 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 good. So, as you can see, we are pretty okay with the sign up now. So, put in your first name, put your last name, put your email, put your password, and then you confirm your password, and then you can sign in. And then you can see we are done with the sign up page. Um, Basically, the next time we come on here, I'm going to show you how we can now, put. Okay, so now, last thing, let's see if we make this name come up a little bit. Let's show the name very well. So I'm going to come up here, and for the text in here, I want to put it here. The main white background, that's where I want to indicate that all the text in there should come in as blue. Yes, not white, as blue. Remember we're using the 950. Okay. So is it coming up now? Good, 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 good. I think this is super nice. So as you have it, we have a sign up page where you can put in, and then register now. I'm going to show you how we are going to push all this data to the database at the back end. And wow, we also make this really, really cool. And there we have it. We've come to the end of this tutorial, and then you can follow, comments, and then share with your friends. And then don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much. Bye.